Jonesy
and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Well, more than 1 million residents in Florida are desperately trying to escape Hurricane Milton. It's been downgraded from a Category 5 to a Category 4, but it poses even more danger as it continues to grow in size ahead of its projected landfall in around 24 hours. This comes just 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene swept through the area. Channel 7's US Bureau Chief, David Woiwod, is on the ground at Treasure Island in Florida and joins us now. Hello, David.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good to have you back on the show, David.
Yeah, what a terrifying scene. Talk us through what's happening.
Yeah, well, we're on Treasure Island right now. So this is one of the barrier islands to Tampa City there. So it's going to be one of the first places that actually gets impacted by Milton when it roars ashore in, as you say, 24 hours or so. So, yes, it's tracking at about a Category 4 at the moment. It has been downgraded, but the fear is it could still go back up to a Category 5 over the next 24 hours or so. And then, of course, all the damage that has already been done. We're just driving through communities right now, and I'm looking at street after street, block after block of these homes that have just absolutely been gutted by the storm surge and winds from Hurricane Helene. So these guys have already lost absolutely everything. It is currently a ghost town because the entire place had to be evacuated once again, and they're just about to lose again the very little that they had left.
And while that storm goes on, a social media storm is going on as well, which seems to be coming up on my feed, that all the aid that they're giving that to illegal immigrants instead of the victims of the storm cell. That seems to be...
Yeah, so this is a... Yeah, no, sorry, I was just going to... Sorry to interrupt, but yes, it's become a real part now of this storm. It's really sort of swayed into that political territory now. And Donald Trump and his team have been very vocal on this, and they have been making these claims. Now, these are claims that have been hit back by, Republican governors in these states that have actually been hit as well. And we've heard from Kamala Harris and Joe Biden as well, and they have said that they've had a very good relationship and that every resource is now being thrown at FEMA, that is the National Emergency Agency, and all of those organisations that are helping people on the ground. So, in fact, that is being called out for being incorrect. Still, it hasn't stopped Donald Trump and his team from pushing that narrative. And as you point out, you're seeing it on your social media feed. I can tell you that a lot of people here in Florida, they're seeing it on their social media feed too, in a place where there is a little bit of an information vacuum at the moment. It's sort of taken centre stage.
Yeah.
And also, this is the hottest that the Gulf of Mexico has ever been. And even a regular storm amps up into hurricane territory when it goes over the heat of the Gulf of Mexico. That water is now so warm. We're only a month away from the election, and it seems we're talking about eating cats and dogs, and climate change isn't even being discussed.
Yeah, it's been pushed right to the background. There's a lot of personality politics at the moment, certainly cats and dogs and whatever else has been thrown around over the past few weeks as well. I reckon that this could even be the October surprise as well, how, both sides now respond to this emergency disaster. And this is going to be huge, as you pointed out. It's growing in size as those hours go on now. It's going to be a huge moment for this election. We are now under 4 weeks until Americans actually go to the polls. Early voting has already started. So if they're going to be voting on how they want their government to respond in situations like this, it could, be quite influential.
Yeah.
I saw some TikToks of people in Florida in floods of tears because the governor, DeSantis, isn't even taking calls from the White House. And he claims that they've politicised it. They're saying you're politicising it. And meanwhile, people are saying, can somebody help us, please?
Yeah, so we've heard from Kamala Harris today. She's actually been on The View, the daytime TV show. That was put to her, and she said that she has made several attempts to try and get in touch with Governor DeSantis, and that that hasn't happened for whatever reason up until this point. We've also heard from Joe Biden today. He said that he managed to speak to him, and he has praised DeSantis and his response here. So it's not actually what's happening on the ground that seems to be the problem. It's the politics around it, and it's the message that's being sold around that.
And that's the thing with politics.
What a mess.
What a mess. Well, Dave, you've explained it all to us. Thank you for joining us, and we'll check you out on Channel 7 News tonight. You'll be giving us some more details and throughout the day as well.
We will do. Thanks, guys. Talk soon.
Thanks, David.
7 News US Bureau Chief Dave Woiwod there.
Yeah, and in the midst of all that, more than 1 million residents are desperately trying to escape this new hurricane weeks after the last one.
But people are believing that the thing about the money for the illegal immigrants.
This in this post-truth world, Donald Trump could say anything and people will believe it.